Well, good morning, everybody. It's so nice to be out here. It was 6 degrees here last night. Um, it, my new outdoor sensor stopped working. It came back on at 9. I don't know what it went off at. I saw 12 at one point on this, and then I woke up later and it was out. So I popped out the other one because it's still out there. It was 6 degrees. Well, actually, at that point, it was 8, and then it got down to 6, I think. It doesn't matter. 6 degrees last night. Toasty warm in here. Oh, I put most of the stuff away last night, but I got to go get the fire pit away, and then we're going to get out of here and drive back, probably with some traffic. Probably take me about an hour. I got plenty of time. I got like 3 hours till I have to be to work. Almost. 2.5 hours. Alright, so we're going to get this. We shut the diesel heater off. The diesel heater decided to run full bore for like an hour and a half this morning. I had the hose kind of angled a little bit too low, and it was actually hitting the diesel heater, which kept it warmer and kept the space cooler, which is a good idea, except the diesel heater was getting pretty hot. I didn't realize that. I just wondered why it was 64 degrees when normally it's, I have to fight to keep it that low. So I reached down to see what's going on. I'm like, oh, that's what's going on. So I moved the hose up, and then it started blowing the cold air around to the diesel heater, and that's, on the lower end. And it heated the van right up to 70, and I had to open up the exhaust fan and turn it on. So I think if I get a Y for the diesel heater and blow like I was blowing it across the floor and into the back, it'll keep the diesel heater a little warmer so it won't think it's cold, and then keep the space a little cooler. Plus I'll be blowing that hot air into the garage. So we're going to look today for the extra heater hose and a Y to do that. All right, let's get the window coverings out, van started up, and we'll go outside and take a look around, and we'll put that fire pit away. Crispy chili. Sunny though. It's going to be a nice day. So all we got to do is put the firebox or fire pit away. Find the right key. Oh man. I don't want to go to work today. I want to stay out here. I want to play. I want to play in the woods, on the dirt. I left the curtains closed last night for the front, and yeah, which basically means no. Basically meant no heat got to the front cab, which means lots of ice. Front windshield. Well, we got the van running. Obviously, you can see the exhaust. Man, little feet are frozen. I think it's still only 7 or 8 degrees out right now. Doesn't feel that bad. It's so dry. That's another thing for you folks, depending where you live. The drier it is, the temperature feels much different. Like in Kentucky, with the humidity, it's crazy hot. But Arizona with no humidity. 95 isn't that bad. So same thing in the wintertime. If it's a wet, cold, it feels much colder than it is. Obviously, when you get really low, there's no moisture in the air, but it's just bone chilling cold. I don't know, hard to explain. Find a little spot here for it. The chair was in its spot. Put the curtain back so you keep the cold air a little more at bay and the warm air in bay. All right, we're packed up, we're cleaned up, we're ready to go. Oh, I don't want to though. We have to. I don't have to. I could call out. I'm sick. I need to take a couple days off. That'd be nice, but not really. I really don't like to do that. So, all right, let's get going. Okay, we are out of work, even later than I expected. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to drive around for a while. I'm still messing with it, trying to get those batteries to where I think they are 100% and get that the Renogy to realize it and cut off that I know I'm at 100%. It wasn't really as sunny as it was supposed to be today, and we didn't get a lot of sun. Plus, I ran that heater ran pretty hard last night, and it uses quite a bit of amp hours when it is really going. So I stopped when I checked my mailbox today just because we were there and close. And while I was there, I just ran into the grocery store and I got a salad for dinner tonight. I may make maybe some fish chunks or something like that. I don't know. But I'm going to drive around for a while, play with these batteries. It's late. I got to find a place to park. So that's what we're going to do for right now, guys. Let's get out of here. Okay, so I drove by a couple spots. Two of them are open, one is not. The one I've been wanting to try, same person's there every night. I stopped by the grocery store. My Talante was on sale, so of course I bought one. Let's go try a couple more places. I saw a new one today, this morning, I want to try. Let's go check it out. Well, okay, everybody, we are camped up, parked up. My fridge was 34 degrees when I got in here. I just had a little bit of zero sugar Canada Dry in there. It kind of froze, so I'm going to pour that in my cup and get rid of it. Don't want it too thick because all the water froze. But the batteries. So I drove for like an hour this morning, and when I started out, they were at like 20%. Once I reset them, because they said 0 across the board. But they were at like 12.7 volts, 12.8, whatever, I can't remember this morning. So I reset them. They went up to like 24%, whatever. All three of them, basically about the same. So when I was driving around town and back to town, they went right to 100. I reset them when I got fuel this morning. That took them back, it took them to like 31%, whatever it was, but about where it should have been if we were at 20, whatever they were. Because about 30 amps in an hour, makes sense. I drove around for a little while longer, got to work. They were at 100 again. I reset them. They dropped down to about, again, I can't remember the numbers, but about where they should have been, a couple more percent up. Come out of work tonight, they're reading 100. I reset them. They went down to like 45, which is about where I would think they should be. So I drove around tonight for about 40 minutes looking for spots. The one spot I've been wanting to try, the same person's there every night. I can't get there before them. I don't know what they must be get there, early. But like I said, you can fit 3 or 4 cars there, in the little alcove, but one's there, I'm not going to stay. I drove past the other one I wanted to try, and there was somebody there. Again, you could probably, along that little road there, you could put several, but, quite a few. But again, nope, there's somebody there, I'm going to go somewhere else. I saw another spot, but I think it'd be quite busy. But I didn't go back to it. Because I figured I'd come over here where I am at now, which I know is a all right place to stay. It's close to where I've stayed once before, but quite a bit of distance away. Same road, you know what I mean? But this road's very, very long. So I'm quite a distance from where it was. It's going to be a little louder in the morning. It'll quiet down here. It's going to be. There's cars and trucks driving by now, but it'll quiet down here, and I won't hear it. But got here. Again, they said they were at like 95%. I reset them all. They're all at 50, which is about where they should have gotten from when I left work to when I got here. 6 amps per, that about 40 minutes. That makes perfect sense. So I'm guessing we're at 50% in the batteries. The one night I forgot to tell you, everything shut down. It said it was low voltage. And that's because I believe the BMS was telling me the wrong percentages and I was buying it and I wasn't paying attention. It was, we had a bunch of cloudy days and I just, wasn't paying attention. I thought I was getting enough. So, from that to here, 50% makes sense. Again, we haven't had much solar, but I've driven around now a couple hours, So, that makes sense, 50%. So, we're going to see what they say in the morning, reset them. Like I said, I'm going to keep trying to get them. If they keep acting like this, maybe if I get them to 100%, it'll work itself out. That's why I'm going to wait to buy the SOK until that happens. We'll see what they say in the morning. Reset them. Again, I have to get up early for work, and it's already late. I was going to cook something in the air fryer, but I don't have the time. I got a salad. I thought about making fish to go with the salad, but it's got bacon and chicken. That's plenty for me. But it sucks. It sucks that the BMS is messing up because the batteries the internal cells are fine. Just darn control. But if we have to buy new batteries, we have to buy new batteries. I'm going to put it off for a little while. And like I said, I want to go up to 500 plus anyways. The 2 SOK batteries would be a lot better in the back than 5 100 amp hour batteries. And with what's happening with these 3, I don't want to buy 2 more and have the same issue and then have 5 batteries that I'm getting rid of. So I think no matter what, we're going to end up buying the batteries. Hopefully I can get through another month or so, 2 months, whatever. Maybe they start working and I can wait till spring to do 2 new batteries. But that's what we're going to do. Hopefully, I'll keep you guys abreast of the situation. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I can't fix something that I can't figure out how to fix. I've looked all over the internet. and put in how to reset BMS systems, and all it tells me is if your BMS is dead, how to reawaken it. Well, it's not dead. It's just doesn't have a clue what's going on. When you're a little higher elevation, you open up the dressing and there's a little pressure in there. Spits out. Caesar dressing. Wish I had some extra dressing. Just not enough in these little cups, But we're going to keep messing with it, keep trying. See if we can't, get it going. Like I said, if I get them up back to 100, I just have to watch them more. It's not, the batteries aren't acting wrong. It's just, the system. So maybe if I just get them up there, but then again, I won't know where I'm at daily. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I know some people use their teeth to cut their vegetables. I use a knife and fork. I don't know. I'm funny that way. So I got, like I said, I got my Talante. I don't think I'm going to eat that tonight. You never know. I might wake up at midnight and decide I want ice cream. Well, gelato, I guess. But, I can do whatever I want, right? I've been eating healthy, healthier, definitely. The yogurt and granola has really turned out to be a good breakfast. I'm enjoying that. I got some Kind granola. It's got like caramel, mocha, but it's got cashews and sunflower, some kind of seed. I can't remember what the seed is. Sunflower seeds? Maybe sunflower seeds. But that in the morning, like a third a cup of yogurt. Of granola, and the 6 ounces or whatever of yogurt. That's pretty filling. And it's, much healthier than garbage. So, like I said, I got some more yogurt tonight. But I don't know. Well, it's not supposed to get anywhere as cold as it was last night. Of course, I'll be in town. Supposed to get down to like 20 though. I am going to, I have to look at how I want to run my diesel line for the heater vents. I found a Y and a T that have vents in them, adjustable dampers in the vents. So we're going to order one of those tonight. Of course, it's like 12 days till it gets here. I just don't understand how everything's so long around here. Every little drop of dressing. But with the tea, I'd have to have one pointing up and one pointing down. The down wouldn't be too that bad. Let me take a picture, and that way you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, I think I just figured out when taking a picture. If I take the T, right, and I hook that to the upright next to the fridge, I can have one part of the T going into the garage and the other part of the T facing forward. Excuse me. Then I can run the vent hose, back into the garage for the one. And then the other vent hose, I can just use either the one I have now, which that's probably what I would do, because that's a little short to make the run to where I would want to go, and use the new hose to run from the diesel heater to the T. The hose I currently have that come off the T forward, and I can have it just blow on the ground here, keeping this area warm. The other one would then blow into the garage. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to order it right now. I think that would work out pretty good. That would give me plenty of hose to go around. It wouldn't be in my way. I could attach the hose to the wall there. I think that's a good idea. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and order that tonight. Of course, 10, 12 days around Christmas. So we'll get that ordered. Yeah, I think that'll work out. Then I can also adjust. I'll have most of the air blowing into the garage, partial air blowing down on the floor. That'll keep the heater warmer, the floor warmer, and the heater won't work as hard because it thinks it's cold. Because it's sitting right next to the door and the step. Last night, like I said, it ran for a long time in high. And I'm like, what the heck's going on? It was because that heat was blowing, way in the back. And when I had it just barely blowing on the heater, which I don't want to heat up the heater like that, it kept it really cool in here. But it was heating, the hot air was blowing on the heater. We don't want to do that. So, okay, that's what we're going to do. Hopefully they'll take care of that. We'll see when it comes. But I'm going to eat my salad and then probably climb into bed because it's already 8:30. By the time I eat, get everything put away, cleaned up, it'll be 9 o'clock. So, all right. Trials and tribulations, everyday van life. But thank you for commenting, watching, sharing, liking, subscribing. It helps the channel, and I appreciate it. And thank you and hello to all you new viewers or your first-time viewers or, subscribers, And thanks for all the long-time, guys, girls. All right. Thank you again. But you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And we'll see you tomorrow on Jellybean Outdoors.